The site is in Yarraville, which is a western suburb of Melbourne. It's on Boonwurrung country. The site's on a lovely tree-lined street opposite a park, and the owners were drawn to the neighbourhood and to the street. Melissa and Simon, who are the clients, came to us with a pretty clear brief, which was they wanted a very practical home for their family of 5, with a very minimal interior, soft tones, lots of natural materials, and plenty of storage. I'm Martin Weaver, Director of Weaver+Co Architects. We were the architects and interior designers here at Gable Park. The core idea of the project came about very early on, and it really had to do with how a new house should integrate with the neighbourhood and open up to the street in a suburban context. There are a few key moves that we undertook to be able to open up the house to the street. One was enclosing the front garden and actually activating the front garden and making it kind of connected part of the house. I guess often when you look around, many front gardens are disconnected from the street, whereas in this case, it was an opportunity to activate it, use it, and connect it to the rest of the house. The entry of the house is offset to one side to overlap with the driveway. On entry, we have a double height void with a finely crafted steel staircase and a skylight at the top of the staircase. Given the client's brief of a really minimal and soft interior, we wanted to emphasize light and space in the house as much as possible. So when you come into the house, there's the double height void, and then moving through the house, the hallway is compressed with a lower ceiling height before stepping down, and the ceiling raises again to the living, kitchen and dining. The kitchen is designed in a way to not really be the focus of attention, and we increase the ceiling heights here in the living space, one, to block views of neighbours, and also to make the focal point of the space the ceiling height and the garden, as opposed to objects within the space. Moving through the space to the back of the ground floor is the main bedroom, and through a number of kind of sliding doors that's combined with a study and an ensuite at the rear. And we brought a skylight into that space, which changes your perspective when you come into that end room and allows you to contemplate the change of light. Most people, when they come into the house, they automatically go to the front lounge, which is dual-sided with a central garden on one side and the front garden and the park on the other. At the front, it's faced with a veranda with timber operable screens that allow the space to have a indoor-outdoor kind of feel. A lot of the materials for the house were really a sympathetic response to surrounding context. The owner of the house really wanted their house to blend in with the neighbourhood, and we chose locally handmade bricks, weatherboard on the first floor, and simple zinc aluminum roofing on the outside. All of these materials are to be found in the surrounding neighbourhood, and we wanted to respond to that. On the interior, we had a lot of natural timber, which was Victorian ash for its soft tones, and subtle colour, which we brought into the bathrooms and on the first floor, which we chose as a response to some of the surrounding colour context. Coming back to the house and visiting the owners again, they keep on referring to a peaceful feeling within the house. I guess this is something that we're really proud of, and little moments like they describe where they look at the roof material and how it blends into the clouds on an overcast day, or how they like sitting on the veranda and looking out to the park. I guess these moments were really considered during the design, but because they're so subtle, you really don't kind of see them without experience in the space. So it's great that the home encourages moments to be noticed and enjoyed.